Right, this is going to be probably one of the weirdest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life, but we'll try and get through this one, mate. So, a lot of people don't know this detail, right? Even I didn't know this detail, mate. But when it was getting towards the end of 2017, going into early 2018, right, this is obviously when Astralis had been the best team, but they'd already become like, let's say they were like the fourth best team, but they just weren't winning the events. They would make like a semi or a final. And a lot of people forget this detail, which is that they didn't want to change players. They actually were going to, all five of them, just sign their Astralis contract again, including Kirby. And 2018, they would have just been that team. I mean, I always think that's the greatest fucking what if ever. Kirby basically could have just changed the whole scene just by doing nothing. But instead, because Kirby secretly went to North and was like, oh, I want to join and did this like weird deal, it meant that they had to, like, in the space of a very short amount of time, they had to get like a player. They had to just go and get someone, because if people don't remember, back then, like, you used to have like the Pro League lock would come up, and if you didn't have the players, you get fined, or you couldn't play that Pro League season. So at the time, right, they were trying people, and I even said publicly that the interesting thing was when they got Magisk, again, people now were going to be like, genius move, Magisk, always knew he was good. It's like, that wasn't even the first choice. I even said this to people. That's why that story is so crazy, that lineup became the best, because it's like a bunch of things that they didn't even choose had to happen. But what people didn't know, I knew this from behind the scenes, was that K0nfig was the choice. Obviously, like, if you want to bring someone in, think about the roles Kirby played. K0nfig's the obvious player to play. He's just done it in fucking Dignitas before. But this is where it gets weird, mate, because this is the part of the story I didn't know, because Zonic revealed it in his biography. Apparently, when he brought you in to do the interview with you, first of all, listen, you're obviously a younger man, but you made some bad mistakes in that interview. Like, for example, apparently you told him, this is just from his book, you can tell me if it's true or not. Apparently you told him in the book, like, look, all I want to do, boss, is play. I don't want to do any media. It's like, if you're in a team like Astralis, like, you have to do media, mate. That's just part of being Astralis. But then the other part, this is the part I didn't know, is apparently the timing of this was exactly when, for some stupid reason, you got in a fight with me on Twitter. Like, I did some, like, I can't even remember what it was, just some comment towards someone. Not even some, like, outrageous one if anyone goes back and looks. It's nothing, like, super evil or something. And you just, like, were pissed off or something that day, and you just, like, got in an argument with me. And apparently this is, like, right when you were trying to get into Astralis. So apparently Zonic saw that and was just like, right, fuck this guy's out. Like, bring in the next guy, bring in me. Is this true? Is this story real?
It is, for the most part, yeah. I think that I've made some bad decisions in my life, and I'm trying to fix it now, and I think that I'm on the right track. And I think the Astralis story with Sonic, and I came late. I even came late to the meeting, and I came late because I was at North, at the place in North, and I had to drive from Parken to my apartment to make it for the call on TeamSpeak to talk about roles, and we talked about. We had to talk about roles and how I like to play, and I was in a meeting with Glaive and Sonic, and I said to them that North, they really tried to put me into a lot of media stuff, and I had a depression at that time actually. Like I was stressed, I didn't sleep, I was on medication to sleep, and I couldn't eat anything because I was so stressed that North had put so much pressure on me because I was the individual name.
Sure.
In North, and I said to them, I'm not doing any more media stuff. I'm not coming up for media. I only want to play. And I said the same thing to Astralis, and I think it was a good choice that they didn't have picked me back then because I was a mess. But it's honestly sad. Like I wish I would have joined back then, but I think it was for the better that I didn't join them, because I don't think I would have made them a better team.
By the way, you are implying there, like, I'm sure you didn't tell that story to them. You probably just said, I don't really want to do media stuff, right? You didn't. I'm guessing you didn't, because listen, it's quite hard as a young guy, right, to tell them, like, listen, I got all this depression, like, that. You think that might scare them off, right? Is that it? You didn't tell them sort of the backstory?
I didn't tell anyone about it. I told the team in North. I told them, and I was crying in front of the entire team and the coaches as well. And I think that it was kind of rough for me. It was a rough period of time, like on medication and shit. Like I didn't know that it could end like this, and I was kind of scared that my whole career was falling apart back then as well. And then the Optic offer came, of course, and kind of helped me out of the slump, but still in a team slump somehow. But yeah, it was a rough time. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even tell my parents for a long time. But I came out and told them.
That actually also, by the way, makes more sense as to why you just randomly went to me. Because here's the thing, I always say this to pros, anyone can banter me. If we're all just having fun, we can do that. But, like, it seemed like you were just mad about something. Oh, I know what this, I think I get it now, mate. Because wasn't it when I'd said something like In fact, I think this is the maddest part ever. For what I remember, I don't think it was even that abandoning, wasn't it? Like when I just said to Skadoodle, like, get well soon or something when he was in hospital. And I'm guessing you just took that like I'm making fun of people's illnesses, so maybe it connected to you or something, you know?
I remember. Yeah, I don't know what I thought, honestly. I was messed up back then.
Fair enough.
So I'm sorry about that, Thorin.
No, don't worry about that, mate. Sorry. I know the backstory now. It makes sense.
Okay,
it makes more
good.
sense. Right, what about... Right, listen, I know every stupid fan, luckily for you, mate, at least to be fair, people didn't know you had that chance back then. It only came out, I think, let's say like a year ago when Sonic did this biography. So luckily people didn't know that story. Because I know, for example, like some of the most evil fans ever have just tweeted at Kirby for like 2 years now, like, ha, loser, like you could have been in Astralis because obviously when he left, they won all the tournaments and all that, right? There must be a part of you like thought about that as well, right? Like when you saw Magus go in, obviously your old teammate, a guy you thought was a good player, when you see them go and win just everything, and basically we really do mean almost everything, like all the majors, all the big things, $1 million, Grand Slam, like part of you must have thought like that should have been me. If I'd been in a different place, that could have been me. Yeah. There's got to be a part of it. Like, listen, you might like that it was your teammate, but it's got to suck a bit.
It sucked. It sucked a lot, actually. Like it felt so bad. You won't even understand. I felt that I'd ruined my career, and it was kind of like I got the offer and to talk with them and stuff. I was so happy, but I wasn't happy. Like I was happy inside, but I couldn't like tell that I was happy because I was like in this zombie mode, depressed shit, and on these weird pills. I have no clue what it was, and it was just when I saw Magus join the team, I was like, this could have been me. He's in my shoes. It should have been me, but the only thing I can do now is look forward and work harder than I ever had, and kind of grind up to the same level as I was earlier, and that's the only thing that I'm thinking of now. I think it's really good that Magus joined the team. I'm really happy for him, and I think that kind of saved him from going into a really, really bad team as well. Like he got the opportunity, and I'm just happy that he made it.